Escape from Tarkov's controls can be an extremely difficult task to understand, especially if you have gut sausage fingers like me and King Charles do. Well, it's a complete and utter nightmare, and that's why in today's Tarkov tips and tricks video, I want to show you 6 of the best keybinds that you can use in Tarkov to make your experience that much easier. Now, the first tip I want to talk to you about today is about inspecting and clearing jams. So at the moment, say you're running a raid with a beat up old AK that you found off a scav, and you're firing into some PMC trying to get a lucky kill so that you can survive, because for the last 3 hours you've been on a 9 death streak and it's really starting to make you wonder why the fuck you even bother. And then your gun jams, and at the moment you have to press like 8 different keys and you're not sure which one's which, and so you have to hide in a corner, by which time that chad's run around the corner, swung you, and you're back in the menu. Well, fear not, because all I'm going to tell you to do is the most simple thing in the world, and that is to bind your chamber/fix malfunction to L on release. This means that when you have a malfunction, you have to hold L, and this will inspect your gun, and then when the inspect animation has finished and it tells you what the malfunction is, when you release L, this is going to clear the chamber and sort that malfunction out, and all you have to do is press 1 key instead of like 70. This is seriously going to make your life so much easier, and you don't even think about how many keybinds you have to press. You just hold L, wait for the thing in the bottom right hand corner to pop out, and then you release L, and it's as simple as that. Okay, number 2, and this one is a serious game changer, and I cannot take credit for it because this is 100% a gigabeef keybind, and that is double binding numbers. Okay, so for this example, what you need to do is go into your controls and set down to where you can see your number keys, and then the number 4 you need to set to 4 and release, and then 5 you need to change to 4 and press. And basically what this allows you to do is when you're setting up your keybinds for a raid and you have like an S march and a car kit, if you hold 4 over the S march, drag your mouse to the car kit and then release 4, what this allows you to do is that when you get shot and you're in action, if you press 4, the first thing that the game is looking to do is going to be to use that S march. This means that you can clear that heavy bleed without taking any of the extra expensive hit points away from like the Salewa, the Grizzly, the car kit. Instead, it's always going to use the S march first, and then when that bleed is cleared, you can press 4 again, and it will only use those main meds when there is no other options. This is going to save you a ton of money on meds, and also it means you don't have to fumble around and accidentally press the wrong thing when you're in that sort of sticky situation. The next tip I want to give you is that you can now choose where you heal. In the latest patch, you are able to choose which limb you are going to heal without having to go into the inventory. And the best bit about this is that if you have set up my last tip about double binding the number 4, you don't have to do anything further. If you have set up the last tip correctly, all you should have to do is hold 4 and then use your scroll wheel, and then a little drop down menu will come down from the hotkey bar at the top, and it will have all of the different limbs on your body, and it will show you all of the different health pools that each of those have, and then you can scroll between them with the mouse wheel and choose which one you want to heal. Next is a simple one, and if you've been playing Tarkov for a long time, I'm sure you know this, but if you're new to the game or you haven't watched any keybind videos yet, this one is an absolute godsend, and that is going to be checking your time and exits. When you first boot up the game, if you press O, the time will come up, and then if you double press O, then all of your exits will drop down as well. What I suggest you do is just bind both of these to O. There is no situation you're ever going to find yourself in Escape from Tarkov where you just want to see the time and you don't care about the exits. Or more to the point, I should say, there's never been a point where I have gone to press O, my time has come up because I needed to check the time, and I've thought, oh god, I wish I didn't have to see my exits. So with that in mind, just change both of them to press and O, and then you can have both of them up and you don't have to fumble around with double tapping O when you really need to find out how far away the exit is, because the Vaseline's running out and the GPU is seriously chafing your asshole. Next is another new feature with the latest patch, and that's going to be the sidearm quick swap. Now look, I don't know about you, but it's absolutely 100% muscle memory for me to tap 1 when I need to get my pistol out, and as such, I don't want to recommend that you bind this new quick swap to a different key. Instead, what I'm going to do is pretty much similar to the last one, and that is remove the double tap and remove just switching to your secondary normally. Instead, just have 1 as the quick swap. It does take a little bit of your arm stamina away when you do it. However, my thought process is you don't ever really need to swap to your sidearm unless you need it to be a quick swap. And if on the rare occasion you do just want to whip out your pistol for no reason and just carry it around, having that arm stamina drain isn't really going to affect you, because 9 times out of 10, by the time you want to ADS that pistol, pistol, the arm stand will have already come back to full. So my advice to you is just change this from double tap 1 to just press 1. And then finally, this is one for you people who have got a couple buttons on your mice. I know most people have at least one button on their mouse, and there is absolutely no excuse for not utilizing these, especially when you can use them for such valuable things in combat. So what I'm going to tell you to do is map both mouse 3 and mouse 4 to change scope magnification and your tactical device respectively. This means that not only are you able to switch between magnifications on the fly whilst keeping your left hand totally free for movement, you're also going to be able to switch on your flashlight when you're in a really sticky situation and you don't want to have to stretch over to the letter T. Instead, you can literally just use your thumb to turn the flashlight on and off, which can really help you get some amazing plays when it comes to fighting in these dark, close quarters areas. But anyway, that about sums it up for the best and most useful keybinds that I have for you guys for Escape from Tarkov. I really hope some of you found this useful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. For those of you who have watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I love to see who sticks around until the end. So if you're still here, I'd like you to let me know by answering this question down in the comments. Would you rather burn the roof of your mouth on pizza every day or bite your fingernails too low every day? Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm Average Joel. Peace.